Well, sorry we're a little late starting up here, folks, but Dale got caught down in Cave Junction smoking weed and couldn't find his way back.
Oh, please.
He
No,
jo- he-
here I am. And as you see, this is a still picture of me. I'm not actually in suspended animation. And behind me is a medical marijuana leaf. And on the other side is a fellow by the name of Peter Gendron. That's a videotape with him, one of the Board of County Commissioners, and said, if we're going to have legalized marijuana in the state of Oregon, what we need to do is not tax it to the point where the people you've invited to come out from the background go back underground again. The more you tax it, the more likely they are just to give up on all of us and say, great, we'll just stay, in the black market.
Right. And that, it's kind of hard to argue with that point. That makes sense.
The thing that we need to do in Oregon is all prepare for the point at which sometime in the future it looks fairly inevitable that whether some people like it or not, or whatever the deal is here, we're going to end up with legal marijuana. Now, what are we going to do about that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, at this point, what are we going to do about it? What do we do about the fact that beer is legal? Not really much of anything. Now, if you're talking about the taxation element of it, that's a whole different ballgame.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Right. How are we going to handle that? Now, one of the ways that it can be handled is that you tax it 4 different ways from Sunday, which they literally suggested.
Right.
And the problem is that any crop or anything that you produce, if you're going to tax it in 4 different ways, we're going to end up with the point where we've got now. I'm going to walk into the Cave Junction City Council meeting right now,
Okay.
and we're going to get a chance to listen to part of a Cave Junction City Council meeting. Now, people are going to come up to the podium, as they do at the Ann Basker, but we're going to carry the people's part of this live. The first thing that we're going to hear is somebody that wants to use the park here in Cave Junction. There's been a lot of activity in the park. And going to come up for general comments. And my understanding is we're going to be speaking a lot about marijuana and the marijuana laws in Cave Junction.
Okay, so and we will just eavesdrop while you do that.
That's exactly right. I'm going to go over and bear a speaker here so that we can hear what people are saying.
There has been a request from Cheryl Field and Tony Smith to address the council. I will grant 3 minutes for you to speak while reminding the council that the city is being sued by this party and no public discussion on this case by the council should take place here tonight outside of executive session. If the council chooses to hold an executive session to discuss the case with the city attorney, an executive session will be scheduled. Cheryl, you have 3 minutes to address the council, and there will be no comments taken after it until the normal comment time.
When we signed up for this meeting, we asked for 15 to 30 minutes.
I know you did, Tony, and I'm giving you 3 minutes. I don't have to give you any time because there is a lawsuit in effect right now, and we should not be discussing it. As I told you over the phone.
Cool. Let me start out with this. I talked to you on the phone the other day, and you told me that the reason that this lawsuit is going because we lied on our business application for our city license, and if we did that, how come your lawsuit started way before we applied for our city business license?
It did not. The lawsuit was the federal, not with you. You're the one that sued us. We didn't sue you.
You're going to put us out of business, and you told us to shut down, and you told people that you're fining us $300 a day.
I'm not going to go back and forth with you for this, Tony. If you got a statement, make it, and then we'll go from there.
I'm making my statement. I'm making it. I don't know what you don't understand about it, but you're telling people that this lawsuit's on us, and that is not true. This lawsuit wasn't about us. This lawsuit was about whether you have a problem with the federal government come down. And I don't know if you read the laws or listen to the news or read the newspaper, but in the budget bill it was passed, and the federal government said they will not come down on any state or city. They're going to let them handle it themselves. So why is this lawsuit even going on? And if we can't say what we need to say this evening right here, then let's have a meeting and let's talk about it.
The state government is also included in this lawsuit.
Your question has been answered already. I don't even understand why you still have it in
No,
court.
it has not been answered. No, sir.
The federal government said they are going to leave it up to the states.
No, sir. That comes through the courts. You're in error.
That was in the budget bill. You didn't read it?
I read the budget bill, but this is before that. But like I say, I'm not going to argue with you about it because no matter what I say, you're not going to listen.
I'm here, my name is Cheryl
Yes,
Kyle. I live at 6054 Deer Creek Road in Selma, Oregon. We own Papa's Dispensary at Western Plaza. And I am here for our reputation because it's come to me a few different times that it's been said that we are the cause of the $18,000 lawsuit, and people are upset with us. And also it's come to my attention that the mayor has said that we have lied, and that I am here to clear our reputation. We have not lied about anything, and I'll ask you point blank, yes or no? Is it our fault that this, excuse me, no, excuse me, sir.
The business license.
Pardon me?
Did you not sign and agree on the business license?
Yes, I did.
Then you're lying.
No, sir. Step back, Mayor.
It's not saying in here that you're going to sell marijuana.
No, it doesn't. It says that we're opening a retail shop, and
You are selling marijuana, so you're violating your contract.
now we are. But it was also well known by all of you. How many of these city council meetings did I come to and say what we were going to do? And every single one of you knew, including Ryan, who signed my business license, but he did ask me, Cheryl, is this really what you're going to do? And I said, yes, sir, for now. When it's time for the dispensary, do I need to get a brand new?
Yes, you do.
And no, that's not what he said. He said, you need to amend it. And when I came, what did he say? No, we're not going to give out business licenses for dispensaries. However, in the city code, it says, if the same owners in the same building who have a business license decide to open a secondary business, both businesses are covered under the first license. Am I correct? Yes, I am. Now, my question to you again was, is it mine and Tony's fault that the city spent $18,000 on a lawsuit? Is yes or no, is it our fault?
The suit was started before the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, we're involved.
Okay, thank you. I
But
want just the town to
We're
know
the
that
cause
we
of
are
it.
not the cause of it. And that I did not lie on my application, and that we are compliant in every way with everything that we're doing. We have 790 patients in this area that come to our dispensaries. 790. We employ 6 people just in the dispensaries in this town who pay taxes and are able to feed their family. We're not doing anything bad, and we want to clear up our reputation. That's the only reason I'm here, not to argue with you guys, because we could argue all night long. I want everybody to know that this frivolous lawsuit is not on us, and that we did not lie, and we're not pulling no crap on nobody.
it's not a frivolous lawsuit, and we cannot drop it. I mean, we will not drop it.
And one more thing is that I really think that you should consider dismissing or firing or whatever you want the city attorney, because he played you guys like a fiddle and cost the citizens of this town massive amounts of money that you shouldn't have spent. But you should consider firing him, because he played you guys really bad. It cost the city a lot of money.
I just want to know how come when you had two of the people in the assembly, Buckley and the other guy on speakerphone here that night, that reassured you that no state or county has ever had any problem from the federal government because of going ahead and letting somebody have a medical marijuana dispensary. I took what he said that night and I invested $100,000 after that, because I was confident in what he said. And plus I watched the news and I read the newspapers. And I don't understand why you felt like you had to spend over $18,000 of the citizens' money on this stupid lawsuit, and it is stupid. And you've already got your answer. Your answer's already there. The federal government already said they're leaving it up to the states to do what they want. Yes, they do. You know, I can pull it up on my phone right now.
I have one more question. How is it that when you guys went in for declaratory judgment, to find out whose law preempts who and who's the boss in this situation, how did that get turned around to Judge Wolke saying that you can revoke my license? How did that get all turned around?
When did you turn against us? That's what we want to know. Where did you turn against us? Because you were for this when we had all these meetings in here.
As long as you obeyed the laws.
We have obeyed the law to the letter of the T. Oh yes, we have.
The first day we opened our store down there, we weren't even selling marijuana in that shop. And you came in there and bullied my employees around and told them to take the signs down and da-da-da.
And they came back with the sheriff to
and sent the sheriff back to tell them to take the signs out of the window.
When does this get against us?
One minute you're having lunch with us and telling us, yeah, we're all for this. We think that's a good idea, blah, blah, blah. And the next minute, you're sending people down to pull signs out of our windows and stuff? What the heck?
Really?
I mean, you know,
we're
pick a side and go for it. Pick a side and stay there.
And this town does need businesses, and we provide a good one. We've never had the cops at our place yet, including my
except for when you sent them down there to take our signs down.
We bring to this valley what they need, including the appliance business. You know, we don't bring any trouble with it, and we employ people. And I don't know what the heck you're against.
It hurts my feelings that people in this town are thinking bad thoughts about us when we have done absolutely nothing wrong, and we've been honest and straightforward at every city council meeting that we could go to. And it's more than, you know, this is our reputation. And we both have very good reputation, or at least we did until you started telling people that we lied and that it's our fault and all that stuff, so.
Okay, let me ask you this. You got on Facebook and made some comments. You made threats against the city council, against me, on the Facebook. Tony did. I read them.
I wouldn't take that as a threat, actually, because I am concerned about having you and the city attorney paying my attorney bill, because I never should have had to deal with these bills, this $7,000 bill in the first place.
That's not what you said.
Yes,
you take care of me any way you could.
What?
What?
That's right.
No, sir.
What are you talking about?
That is not true.
You show me on Facebook where I said that.
I can't. It's already off the Facebook.
Bullshit. If anything we put on Facebook is on Facebook.
That's a bunch of crap.
We got nothing to hide.
You're making that up just like you made up that we lied on our business application, because you know damn good and well that you started the lawsuit a month before we applied for our license.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What does this mean, Karen?
Yeah, I guess we're done for a minute. So then,
You had more than 15 minutes.
thank you.
And we asked for 30 minutes too. Put that on your record.
So, Mike, this is Dale.
Hey, Dale.
Were you able to hear much of that?
Well, I'm able to hear some of it, especially when it got louder. There was a little drama there.
Okay. This is the first time, folks, that we've done this. And we will get better and better as time goes on. But I was told that there would be a number of people talking about some pretty volatile issues having to do with marijuana. And so I came on down to the Cave Junction City Council meeting to listen to what people had to say. There's been a lot of comments, pro and con, about the attitude of the mayor of Cave Junction. There's been a lot of allegations that have been thrown around about people who are the citizens of Cave Junction and who has done what. I was a little surprised to hear the mayor back down so quickly once he was challenged by the people who were at the podium. And I was a bit surprised also that they ended up with no kind of resolution about this, and the mayor saying that they had posted threats and other kinds of things on their Facebook account, which they absolutely deny.
Wow. So is the meeting over now? Was that hammer I heard very loudly? Is that the end of the meeting?
That was the mayor suggesting strongly to the people that got up to speak that they were done and they would not allow them to speak anymore.
I sort of thought so.
Then, despite what the agenda seems to say, no further comments from the public will be allowed at this time, maybe later in the meeting, on this subject.
Interesting. Well, it seems like there's some emotions are high there, at least with a few people on this topic.
Well, now, I don't know if I'm reading something into this, but I do know on the county basis that Keith Heck has looked at our website and declared, for example, we were talking about this last night, that all the posts that we do are anonymous. Well, that's just completely false. I have never put up anything where I didn't put my full name on it. And it's not like one of these blogs or something where people go and call themselves Little Bo Peep or something like that. We don't allow that kind of thing either. So I have a tendency, I suppose, to question government more than some people who walk lockstep with government or hand in hand with government, or however you want to say that. So I really do wonder who's at fault in the interpretations here. I don't know enough. None of us know enough about this except for the people who are in this room. I can just tell you that I've seen this mayor here in Cape Junction react with anger to things that other people have brought forward and summarily dismiss them from the podium or people from talking about it, at least for now. We don't know if they're going to come back later, because I can't stand in that room and keep talking on the cell phone. That's just not polite.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. And as I was more new to that phone, but if you do find something on there that looks like a speaker, that would put it on speakerphone. I can mute my output to you, and then it can keep going if you care to do that.
I think our show for this evening is just about done, but I can tell you that, Mike, I'm a little alarmed at the idea that you want to mute my output to people. You know, I just don't believe in that kind of thing. Right?
No, I was talking about muting my output to you.
Oh, well, I'm in favor of that.
Yes, I know. You're in favor of that all too often.
No, what we believe and what we endeavored to do this evening was to bring people's voices to you, people that have feelings that they want to share with the community, issues that are hot issues, and be sure there's no other media that's here. People aren't paying attention to what these folks are saying, but this is a controversial issue in the entire county. And if it looks like people are posed on their Facebook account, that's not good. If it looks like to you being that the mayor of Cape Junction is saying public, then that's also not a good thing. Is it true that everyone's a little at fault? I don't buy that anymore. I mean, I've heard that all of my life. Your brother stole your stuff, and so you're also at fault. No, I'm not. Not at all. How did that happen? So I'm not buying that anymore. Sometimes the truth is that there's one party fault and the other people are the victims of it. I don't know who is the victim and who is the party at fault here, but at least one little victory that we had here at Bad County this evening is that we were able to bring this to you. We're going to do more of this kind of thing, and following Mike's advice, it's going to be a lot easier to hear.
Well, and also we'll have some more updated equipment for our remote broadcasting here in the near future, and it will sound a lot better. Although I got to say, this sounds pretty good right now. You on the phone is pretty good. If we were able to hear them just a little bit better, even with that phone on speakerphone, I think we would have gotten some more from that. However, I know that later, through the magic of video editing, we can take some of your video, we can download our Hangout video and edit that into it, and give you kind of a clear picture of what happened in this on the show.
Obviously, we're not going to be doing anything fakey, and I'm not right next to the camera right now, so I have no idea if most of the action is happening in front of the camera or on top of the camera. But I'm going to go back into this meeting. We're going to say goodbye here for our show. Yes, not everything was perfect this evening, but of course you could consider the alternative, which is none. But we're going to get better and better with this, and we're going to share the issues of the day with you and a foreign public.
Well, you know what? We are fledgling live broadcasters, and we are learning this all by the seat of our pants. And I come in with a little technical knowledge. Dale comes in with a little technical knowledge, and give us about a year, maybe 2, and we'll have it all dialed in.
That's right. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us.